Okay, so now I'm doing a little mic check situation. So I hope you guys can hear me. I hope I sound. Let me know. I hope I do sound nice and clear. I'm like, oh, for some reason it didn't accept Julian to come on up. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, so if I use my mic, I can't hear you
Oh,
then. Okay,
Jesus.
it's fine. We're not using the mic then.
But you can hear me.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, you sound better without the mic.
Oh,
Like literally with the mic on, you sounded like you were down a hallway.
that's trash. How do I sound now?
You sounded better without it.
Well, then I guess we're going to do it without it then.
Yeah.
Not all these okay, so honestly, okay, so my AirPods were expensive, but also like I really didn't pay very much for this little mic here, but for it to be trash, I don't necessarily love that.
I mean, I mean, yes, it's a thing, but it's okay. It's okay.
It is okay. So, dear brother, are you gonna go? Oh, so I think this is gonna be the makeup for.
Not just one eye, just you just go pop out with one eye. It's all right. It's all right. And that's fine.
All right, Julian. For those who listen to our podcast, y'all already know that the intro is not done by me. The outro is not done by me. Your girl is here for the meat and potatoes. So,
Hey y'all. How y'all doing? Welcome to the Audacity Podcast. I am one of your hosts. I'm Julian. I'm Julian Creates with his voice back intact. Praise
won't
the
he
Lord.
do it?
After with some steroids. Hallelujah. And who am I talking to today?
The ever unprepared needle in the bell. Listen, the mere fact that Julian had to be like, okay, girl, so where are you with your Frocktails outfit? And I was like, literally, I sent him the emoji, which is actually the braces emoji, which I did not know, but I had to send him the emoji like with the straight sign, like the fabric is still on my dress form, completely uncut. So Julian was like, well, instead of us doing our normal recording, why don't we just go ahead and just do a live recording of the podcast, aka Let's Live So, because I have some things to do too. Now I don't know what Julian has left to do, but I'm not here to judge because he might have just been over here like, sis needs help, so we're just gonna help her.
I mean, I'm totally making basically an after party shirt, but it's okay.
And after party shirt, where were you going after the party?
It might be during the party, but I get
After
tired of
the
wearing my main.
party to the hotel lobby and
But
what?
it's like, ends at 10. So just in case, we end up going to an after hour spot or something like that. I'm not wearing that all night.
Facts.
So I am I am working on something else.
Okay.
This is all this I'm just showing, just so that you can get a feel.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not me like, should I do an after party? But no, because let me tell
You
you
gotta
something.
do it first.
That's number one. But also when I tell that is number one. Okay. You are correct. But also like when I tell you that one, I have really so there have been a lot of parts that I have really enjoyed
Uh-huh.
about planning frog sales. Because and I don't know if people know this about me, but I actually used to do meeting management and conference planning. So this is not something that is new to me, but it's also not my favorite thing that I've ever done in the world, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
in my head, I'm this epic planner, right? But in reality, your girl is like, one, I'm not detail oriented. That's not my jam.
Right.
We all have callings in life, right?
Right. That's not your ministry, it's not
It's
mine
not
either.
mine, right? Now, listen, if you want someone to give you an idea, hi, hello,
Right.
it's for me. If
Visionary.
you want someone to bring brainstorm with you, if you want someone to help you come up with big ideas and how to make things happen, I'm your girl. It's me.
Yes.
Hi. Yes. Now, when it comes down to the nitty gritty and getting in with the details, bless it.
Well, but we appreciate it. Like I'm super excited to come. Not just because I get to see because my outfit's cute, not just because my outfit's cute, but because I get to see people I love.
First
Um,
of all, the kids today were like, when did Uncle Julian get in?
I will be there Friday. I come in Friday.
They were
Friday.
they were already clocking you. Like, when is he here?
So, because I was gonna ask, like, because I was going to offer, because I'm also at your service during the day. So if you want to like use my hotel to get ready and stuff like that, and we go together, I'm down for it.
Now we do have to do a little bit of decor, a little decorating.
Hence why I'm making this shirt, just so I
Yeah.
don't have to be, like I said, I'm ready.
Yeah. But you know what? Here's the thing. I actually feel like working with this location has not been my favorite thing in the world. So,
Really?
full disclosure, the location in and of itself, yes, beautiful, fantastic. I love it, right?
Okay.
But when and Dejanay and Amber, they did the initial walkthrough. They were the ones who found it. When I tell you that I was overjoyed with what they did,
Uh
so
huh.
excited because uh, you know, it took something that was off of my plate to do, right?
Right.
And based off of like what they said of the walkthrough and everything like that, they were geeked, they were super excited, and I was like, yes, I love this for me too. I love it. We're about to have a grand old time.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, Dejanay and I, we went back through to the location, and I know that like I shared that on Instagram and these Instagram streets, right?
Right.
Why are they over here trying to charge us a nickel and dime us for things that they said were going to be covered? And I was like, I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
My peoples, always, always.
So that has been a challenge for me because I'm just like, I don't understand why we're going back and forth on things that we've already said were written in stone.
See, see,
So
see, my
that
peoples.
part is something that I just have not been enjoying.
Understood. Understood. So, what pattern are you using?
So I decided because I wanted to do a more tailored trouser,
Right.
and I don't necessarily want pockets.
Okay.
And I was going to just use one of my patterns, but then I was like, I also don't want pleats.
Okay.
So I'm going to be using an oldie but goodie, and that is the rose pattern from Made by Ray.
Okay.
And so it features a flat front with an elastic waistband so that in the event that I need to bend down, pick things up, reach,
Right.
do one of these, like I'm good, you
Okay.
know?
Cool.
Um,
What
Now
are
the
you using
top,
for the waistband?
I'm still gonna use the same. I'm still gonna use the same material for the waistband.
You might like if do you have like a satin because I mean it is see through, so you will see the elastic.
Um,
So do you like have a satin or something?
no.
Okay. 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 Okay.
No.
Do you have some like even like any type of cotton or something that you can just underline the waistband
Oh yeah.
piece?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. That's all that matters then. Okay.
Not you over here like
And I know, and somebody said they ain't started their outfit. It's okay because I know a lot of
same.
people who haven't
Twinsies. That's why we're over here today.
or who are starting it today. But look, if you are near your sewing room, join us. And so as we work together, I'm up here helping make sure y'all together
Yeah.
because as of at this moment, double the fabric or cotton. Yeah, cotton for I would suggest the cotton because I know the fabric. You want cotton for that waistband. But um, my outfit is already in the garment bag.
Why are you
with
this
undergarments.
way, Julian?
Because I did not want, like, I needed it up and out the space. I needed it out of my space. So it's in the garment bag. I went to the store because again, as y'all saw in my stories, make sure your undergarments are right for both men and women. Make sure you got your right undergarments.
You know who I would have loved to have seen, and it's because I'm obsessed with him, right?
What? Who?
Frank.
Oh yeah,
You know Frank is my bestie in my head.
I love it. Love it. We're gonna have to
Um,
get him to come to one soon.
we are. He be out here dressing and stuff like that, and I'm like, Frank, why couldn't you make it? I would have also loved to have seen Martha come on out. I'm very excited with who all is coming.
Right.
But you know, your girl would like to have some more of her peaks here because I'm selfish, you know.
I know, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. But yes, back to undergarments. Make sure you got your right because I had to make sure I had the right. My pants are white. I had to make sure I had good draws on, good black draws to go with the white pants. Cause I'm black, and black won't show through. So make sure your draws is right. If you're wearing vintage wear, make sure and if you using a vintage pattern, make sure you got vintage undergarments if you want it to look like the vintage pattern. We just saying. No, new draws don't work for me because it creates a shadow on me. So I have to go with black. Black works best for me.
Um, yeah, I do a brown, like a cocoa brown
Right, but you know that's hard to find for
for
like
mentals. Yeah.
yeah.
Why didn't you make yours?
No, because I also got to find the fabric that color.
Joanne's had it. They actually have a shapewear fabric. It's fantastic.
Oh,
Very breathable, but very firm as well. So it has excellent recovery.
okay. I might do that next time, but we just bought some black draws.
I know that's right.
I mean, they're not vintage like there are vintage underwear you can buy. Like if you were wearing a vintage dress, vintage pattern, looking to have that vintage shape, there is vintage, but you can also have vintage patterns for undergarments. So if like for the bullet bra, for making sure you have long line if you need it, crinoline, all that good stuff. Like there's just certain if you want certain shaping, the pattern to have, you got to make sure you got the things that you need to give you the look that you want.
Julian says your things better be thinging the proper way.
But if it ain't, it's all right too. As long as you
That
happy with
part.
what you got.
Um,
We don't discriminate against people deciding how they want their things to thing.
right, because I'm wearing sheer, so obviously I'm not wearing any of that.
Well, there you go. I mean, but also that's also why I had to make sure my stuff was right because the top is sheer, so like it would show through.
Mm-hmm.
So
You know what's funny is that I'm over here folding this fabric, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough fabric.
yeah, you got 6 yards, 5 or 6 yards. You good? You good? Because honey, remember I ordered two packs of mines, and I'm like, oh child, I still got yards.
And you know what's funny is that I still want to order more.
I want to order a different, I want to try some other ones.
Yeah.
Because it's I now I think
Martha, you know we love a see-through moment.
There is that. The fabric is from Amazon.
Yeah.
It's from Amazon. I found it first, and then she ordered it and got it in a different. Yeah.
He sent me the link.
Yeah. It was not hard to sew at all, actually. It really it's pretty simple. I was shocked. I thought it was gonna be like cheap-tastic plastic. It was not. Like it is a nicer.
I was actually concerned on whether or not this fabric was going to be like not feel soft on my skin. I was concerned about that because in my old age, right, I've learned that texture
is important.
is important for me and how I wear things. And this is not bad at all.
So for me, like mine is also tighter, like tighter across the body. So mine is a little bit itchier. So I am wearing like a black shirt, like a black something just to kind of slim it out and keep it things where I want because mine has Lurex in it more than hers does. So mine is like has a Lurex stretch, which is itchy. And I was like, oh no, we can't do this. So, but yes. But yeah, we decided to come on to make sure to help people get sewing, and we killing birds. We killing more. Well, we ain't killing birds, and we ain't skinning cats either. But we getting shit done. Amen.
Protect the animals, okay? Protect the animals.
Right. We are
We're
getting
not doing
shit
any
done.
of it, okay?
We're getting shit done. So I am I'm about to switch back over my cover stitch or my machine from Combo Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, I have been loving the combo stitch, and I know you use it a lot.
I use that combo
Just
stitch. That's what we're going to be using today.
Of course, because, but like I now get it, and I'm like, just even like, so I'm using a Burnett B6. Actually, right now I have a whole table of Burnett. My main outfit was made on a vintage Bernina. Y'all know we are Bernina heads over here. They are our peeps and all that good stuff. But I am using my Burnett B60, B77 and my Burnett B68, which is a combo machine. And like I now better get the understanding of having a combo overlock cover stitch just for the combo stitches.
That combo
Nothing
stitch
else.
literally makes everything excellent because you don't have to sew things twice.
Correct. Which is lovely. Just lovely.
It is.
And like I put together my full pair of pants on that, and I finished like I did a whole entire like all the construction scenes of a regular woven one of my button ups. And technically, I have to try this. I am going to try to make a whole button up on this machine. Watch 2001 hoes, okay. So, and basically do like all of the collar and stuff like that using just a 2-thread cover. So a chain stitch.
Yeah.
I think I should be able to do it.
I think so too.
Yeah. So I just picked up the Elgin at auction. Know anything about them? Elgin, is it a vintage sewing machine? Like, so does it look like a 50s? If it is what I think it is, Elgin was a department store. And so it was probably like a Japanese rebadge, but still a great machine. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if it is what I think it is, most of them they used to do like Eskimo or something like that. They did a lot of different models. They also did like Pincraft, which was JC Penney and a few other ones. I would have to know I could tell you more if you like send me a picture. I can tell you more about it. Oh, $6, you can't beat that. Amberly Amberly said don't throw away your scraps. Oh, I know she's not. She's not. She's not.
I'm like, me, throw away scraps.
Right.
I'm like, now, Amberly, you better get to them before your bestie Aurora does.
Uh-oh.
Because Aurora will be like, is that scrap? You don't need that?
Right.
So
I can have
okay, so my pants are cut out. So I'm going to go ahead and just put those pants together because I still haven't decided on the top yet.
Okay.
Because while I was thinking bodysuit, right?
Right.
So this past weekend, you guys may not know this because I didn't really talk about it because it was unexpected. But I ended up hanging out with Kenya Molly from Project Runway. And I was working with her on a couple of
y'all. That's all.
I was working with her on a couple of looks for the Mahogany Hallmark event that just happened here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the looks that she did, first of all, it was like, wow, right? She made this suit and their attire was like professional or like upscale garden party. So essentially
Okay. The same.
what we're doing for Frocktails,
Right.
right? And hi Shishi. And so one of the things that she did was she made this tailored suit and then did a woven like bralette that matched the suit. So it was very monochromatic. It was giving the people what we needed, right?
Okay.
And I was like, oh, word? This is fire.
I mean, you have a corset pattern.
I do have a corset pattern, so I can't decide if I want to do just a woven bralette or if I want to do a corset because I have all this extra, like not extra, but I still have fabric that's left over. And I'm like, if I just put this into a real quick, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like that's a situation that we can make happen.
I mean, yes, absolutely.
So, trying to decide on whether or not that is what I want to go with this look. Especially because it'll give me the monochromatic. It'll be,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It'll be
It'll
an
be cute.
outfit.
Right.
So,
But also, do you think like would it be too much with the jewelry? Because I'm after like I know you posted about your jewelry and stuff like that.
so I don't know if so I don't feel like it'll be too much, right?
I
I
mean,
feel like it'll be
okay.
perfect.
I think because there is like visible space in the fabric. I don't think you would have an issue.
Yeah.
Like it'll be different if it was like like it literally almost would be different if it was more of a solid, but it's not.
Right.
So
Right. And so I was also thinking about either doing that with like straps or doing like a crop corset
right.
style.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I was like, oh, that could be really dope too. So, the jewelry is jewelrying. I'm like, I posted a picture of it. If you missed it, boo, you missed it. You'll have to see me. And I know you're going to be there at Frocktails. So you'll have to see me at Frocktails.
Right.
But when I tell you, so excited. I can't wait for these looks to come together. They're going to be so amazing.
And from what I'm like, as of right now, like I know like Tiff is doing hers. I've seen Shishi's.
Shishi's is fire.
And hence the reason I'm doing another shirt because I'm like, because she up here was like, I'm working on my second look.
Listen, she said, um, when she posted her first one, she was like, look, and I was like,
Right.
look, okay, all right.
Because she got me feeling like I am country bumpkin. I'm like, oh crap. So,
but I mean, let's be really real here, right? Like it's really the Shishi show. Like
it is.
she doesn't allow us to see her, but so many times a year. So
Right.
and
Right.
this feels right to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It does. It does. Absolutely. She's like almost she's like a what is it? A death orchid. Like that only blooms
She
every
said
so
I'm a
often.
bloom one listen, you better come and get this look while you can
Once a
because
day. Right. And once I'm done, I'm done. You won't see
now
me no
somebody
more.
asked me if there's an after party. Let me tell you something. The only after party that your girl is gonna see is gonna be in her bed because um I
You're
was
gonna be
out
tired.
until 4 a.m. with Kenya. And listen, your girl be in a bed,
You
okay?
do. You
Sometimes,
do.
even when Julian and I are recording our podcasts, I'd be like, this is late
It's
for me. Or he'll dismiss me. He'll be like, I know it's past your bedtime. Go ahead.
mm-hmm. I do. I do. I do.
He will just send me right to bed because,
And she says thank you.
right? Because what else am I going to do? Because my reality is that while, yes, I could sit and talk to Julian all day, your girl gets sleepy. I'm old. You know what I'm saying? I'm old.
And that's fine. You prioritize rest. Something that we
People be like, oh, you're
all
so pretty. Listen, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell
what
you something. It's because I sleep, right? How do you look so young? You don't look 41? I go to bed.
Rest. Rest will do that to you, honey.
This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. And here's the thing. Look, I got a husband. I don't have nothing to be out here. And ain't nothing for me in these streets. Everything is for me in these sheets, okay?
I look, Trisha, I'm down for tattoos. I'm down.
Okay, well, excellent, because Trisha already sent me a message. She was like, I told Julian that I wanted to get matching tattoos, but if he's not on board, we're still going to go and get ours.
I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. I'm all down.
Okay.
Shoot.
So let's see how quickly do we think that these pants are going to come together?
Knowing you 15 minutes.
Stop it. Oh my God. That's like the worst. You know, like when you buy something and you're like, guess how much? And the person guesses exactly how much. And you're like, huh.
Right.
You really took the whole fun out the guessing game.
Right. I was debating inside sleeper. So, I mean, I found a 50s, vintage 50s floor cap headpiece to match a look not made yet. It's Tuesday.
We got time.
You got some days. Remember, I have to drive there. So,
You're driving?
Yeah, I'm driving.
Wow. How long is that drive for you?
Like 7 hours. That ain't that bad.
Okay, that's not bad.
No.
That's not too bad.
And literally, it's a straight shot, like on 75.
Oh, yeah. That's easy. Yeah. Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Right. So my plan is like I'm driving in on Friday, checking in, doing the things. Then we have Saturday, and then I plan to drive back on Sunday.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. This sounds excellent. So on Friday, I'm very excited, right? Because Friday, we're going to be going to Top Stitch Atlanta. Right. For those of you who are coming in town, we'll be at Top Stitch Atlanta for a meet and greet that's super cash. Because one of the things that I feel like, one, we don't do is get enough of each other, right? So we go to Frocktails, we fall in love, get to see people, and then that's it, right? True.
Right.
So Friday is going to be the meet and greet at Top Stitch Atlanta. There is a registration option, but you don't have, like, there are registration options. But literally the registration is just so that we can get an idea of a head count that's going to be there. I posted the link inside of the newsletter. So if you go to atlantafrocktails.substack.com, it has all of the details there. Mm-hmm. And it starts at 6 p.m. and it's until 9 p.m. So if you're like, oh, I didn't finish my Frocktails outfit, or, oh, I just want to sew with people, or, oh, I just want to sit and chat it up, right? This is the perfect opportunity for you to do that. So you're welcome to come and hang out with us. And yeah, so that is Friday. Right. Saturday morning, I'm still trying to figure out what, if I can make it, right? Because I'm still on mom duty, right? But
of course,
Friday is, let's see, putting my legs together. But Saturday we've got shopping at Fine Fabrics, right? Because everyone hears about Fine Fabrics. And even if you live in the Atlanta area, what a time to be alive and go shopping with friends, okay?
Of course.
So we're going to hit up a little and do a little shopping together, which is going to be super fun, super amazing, because the people over at Fine Fabrics are always fantastic. Sorry about my machine starting. I must not have set this up completely correctly. But yeah, that's going to be amazing. It's going to be all sorts of fantasticness.
Love it. So did that. Doing that. Need to do
see 11, 4, 6.
Oh yeah, I have to do it the other way, but it's okay. Which she asked what location.
So we're gonna be at the Jonesboro location, only because, listen, no shade to, of course, Norcross. And for those that are like, what are we talking about here? There are 2 different Fine Fabrics locations. The one that is in Jonesboro is the one that is the most recent one. And I
Okay.
just feel like it is, I'm not going to say it's better, but I do feel
But
like
what
it's a
she's
little
saying
bit
is
better.
better. She ain't saying it, but she's saying it.
I just feel like they've organized the fabrics better. I do feel like they have a wider selection. It is bigger, in my opinion.
Okay.
And I just like how they have it set up more.
Okay.
And they have the most epic selection of like buttons. I don't know if y'all are like, I love a button, but I don't know. I've been in my button era, even though I haven't made all of the button downs that like I've been wanting to make. So
That's all right. That's all right.
so and then Sunday you guys are done. Now somebody asked about an after party again.
The after party
It ends
could
at
just
10
be
o'clock. And
right. I mean,
I'm like, I gotta clean up. So
that part.
um I won't be leaving until 11 o'clock. So also one of the things that I talked about in my live as I was sharing about, I went up to one of our sponsors and they are One More Row Woodstock. First of all, I am so in love with them. I'm just like, I got to figure out how I can make it up here monthly. But also, I alluded to the food. Y'all, listen. Chef Siobhan is about to have us eating so good.
I love it. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I shared with my oldest, who is my foodie. I was like, girl, the food is so good, and she's over here begging to work so she can
Oh,
get food.
right.
That's
She's
how good
like,
the food is about to be, okay?
right. But it is. It absolutely is.
The sponsors, and listen, I really do feel like every year we get good sponsors and everything like that. But dare I say that this year's sponsors,
Did you outdo yourself? Did you outdo yourself?
all I'm gonna say is that these sponsors came through. Our door prizes are door prizing. Someone had commented on the page, on the Atlanta Frocktails page, and they were like, "This sounds fun, but not for $100." Like, cool, if that's not in your budget, I get it, I understand. But if you were entered to win a machine that costs, X amount of dollars, plus an entire cutting system that costs X amount of dollars, plus all of these patterns that are valued at over $100, I'm just like, I
Right.
don't know, man. I would be in that door. Plus, the bags are being custom made by me.
That part.
Every bag I have touched, I have heat pressed, and they have been stuffed by these kids. So
Come on,
that
kids. Come on,
there,
label. Come on, label.
okay, up in here with this free labor, and
Look.
I'm gonna pay them in dinner,
Right.
you know,
They get a little Wendy's or something afterwards.
something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very excited about the weekend. And honestly, I also feel like it's inspired me to do more events throughout the year.
Oh, well, that's good.
One of the things that like, and of course, Alyssa is my girl. I love her. And I'm talking about Alyssa from Alyssa Threads.
Right. Because she
And
does, like, she has those meetups there.
listen, they be meeting up, they be sewing, they do all these things. So I just feel like I am more inspired to get together and do more of these types of things.
Right.
Um, so that way, like, the community is community. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, and I just love this community so much. So I always get very excited that, we can make these things happen.
Come on. Because dream work makes the teamwork makes the dream work.
You know it
Hey,
does.
Raven, how's your dress coming? This is a live recording of the the Audacity, so
Mm-hmm.
that she can sew her outfit.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, when somebody love you, right? This leg is legging.
It is. It is. I'm loving it. Yeah, so I heard that there's some things that might be happening in Philly. I know that they just announced Baltimore.
Yep.
Um, So that is in August. But yes, um, there's a lot of sentiments about Philly, and so I think that there is going to be some work around that. Not the face, not the it's going face.
No, I mean, like, Raven, do you need to join us?
Come on, we don't mind.
Um, I get so excited. In fact, somebody asked me, they were like, "Are you guys the only ones who do Frocktails?" I'm like, "No, baby. This is an international sort of fun."
Right. I
Like,
keep on having to tell people that, and that like basically this is like adult crafty prom.
it is.
Yeah.
So I was looking at Raven's dress and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Because so for those that don't know, Raven is wearing a beautiful like blush color,
Right.
and this color is my oldest daughter's favorite. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, her dress is so pretty." Like, and I was showing off the sketch and stuff. Listen, I be over here talking about the people who I sew with. Like, I see y'all every day. Like, I really be over here bragging on y'all and stuff like that. But I was over here showing off the sketch and the fabric, and I had people over my shoulder like, "Oh my God, that's so pretty." I was like, "I know, isn't it? This is my friend."
Right. So I don't know about the Ohio one. I'm gonna have to pray on that. That ain't my I know that ain't my ministry. I know that ain't my ministry.
I heard Steph Decker wanted to plan it.
Oh, then praise the Lord. I will attend. I will go. I will be on the committee. I'm just as you said, like about not being so detail oriented. That's right now. All that the idea of that just stresses me out a little bit. So
Twinsies.
yeah. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. But whoever wants to do it, I'm like, I am there. I will be a part. Let me just turn this down. Let me do this first. Child, and what's funny is that so this after party look is my pattern. So this is my Nomi 2009, my first one, and we just sewing it together. We
I
just
love
like
that.
doo doo doo, and hope and just wishing for the best. So y'all might see, y'all might not. We'll see.
I love this. I love this so much. So Julian, what was the first Frocktails that you went to?
New York,
Really?
yeah,
I
that was my
popped
first
your
one.
first Frocktails cherry with
You
you?
you did.
What?
I know
Karen, they do have one in Seattle.
they do. That you did.
I did not know that, Julian. If I'd have known, I would have made it more special for us. I mean, not that snuggling in the bed together wasn't special.
I mean, it was amazing. We're gonna take this over. We're gonna do some little pressing and preparation so I can put this together. But it is interesting. But yeah, and I know how I can be weird with traveling. So that's like me putting stuff together early
Mm-hmm.
keeps me like calm. That's the best way
Right.
I can put it.
Which is so funny because I feel like we are the exact opposite. We are polar opposites when it comes to that because Julian was completely packed and ready like 2 weeks in advance, whereas like the hour that I was supposed to be leaving the house, I was still like sewing things, looking for a bag to pack it in, barely making it to the airport, having the airport lose my luggage.
Right. All the things. All the things happened.
It was a lot.
So
Oh, Rochelle is going to be at Atlanta Frocktails.
I know.
I
I know.
cannot wait. I cannot. Listen, when I tell you guys that I'm so geeked to see all of your faces in real life, like, and I love that this podcast is airing the day before Frocktails. Like, I'm just so excited. I cannot wait to see everyone. Um, what I will say, oh, you know what I should do is I should say if I should like create like a sticker or like buy some stickers so that
Uh,
if you're open to like hug, then you can wear a certain color. If you're like, oh, I don't really want to hug, then you have a different color. You know what I mean? Because
that
I
would be
never
good.
want to violate people's personal boundaries.
Right. Right. Um, Either do stickers or do like I would almost get beads, like Mardi Gras
Yeah,
beads, because so it doesn't cause any thingy, you know.
I was even thinking about maybe doing like little bracelets, right?
Mm.
So it doesn't have to be
Yeah,
attached to anything.
I like that. So let me
I
turn
know
this
not
in a
that
little
not
bit.
everybody is huggers, so
Well, I am open for hugs. I would definitely for those who want to hug.
yeah, I'm a hugger too.
So what do the kids think as you are been focused on all of this?
You know what's funny is that I really have the best family in the world. They're also very excited. They would like to come, and I'm debate. So Bo actually has his capoeira graduation that day.
Oh, okay,
So like my husband is on parent duty and being there, right?
right,
While I'll have my oldest with me. Kalima will be with me, helping me. But I
okay,
almost want them to just like come and experience it for like a little bit, especially because it's at 6 o'clock. So I'm wondering if I can get my husband to just kind of like come and,
right, right.
and just like, give us a little experience. Okay. So the pants are basically constructed. Um,
Again, 15 minutes.
oh my gosh.
15 minutes.
I do need to put on our waistband. I did not cut out. Part of me is wondering if maybe if I do a heavier or a more opaque in like interfacing,
Mm-hmm.
if that will be enough.
Do you have like a do you have almost like a SF-101 like a woven
I
interfacing?
do.
There you go. That should work.
Okay.
That should work.
I'm trying it on off screen because y'all are just gonna have to be surprised. Mm. Whew, it's like hot in my office though. Okay.
Is it giving what it needs to give?
It is.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Take that off.
So yeah, our so Chicago is called blues, the blues through the ages. So basically it is thinking of the era of jazz age as well as blues, which is very much Chicago from like the 20s to the 60s. So that could be rockabilly, that could be blues, that could be Rosetta Tharpe, that could be I am going for very much doo-wop and blues.
I really wish
For
that I was coming because my grandfather was a jazz musician.
right.
But
So
I'm just like, I can't make that happen right now.
look, I don't know how I'm about to my daggone self, but we
I
going.
know that's
So,
right.
because hell, that's even closer to the house than Atlanta. So,
Right. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see. That one is that length. Okay, this is what we need.
it's gonna give me
Oh,
what
I
I
mean, I
want.
have to interface them both, so I'm tripping.
I'm about to find out.
But I'm wondering if I can use interfacing like this too for the for the bodice, so that I don't have to like completely line it. You know what I mean?
That's actually not a bad idea. So yeah, the biggest thing I guess was like, what does the like once you like try it on a scrap piece first to see on that fabric what does it look like?
So it's not very thick, honestly.
Ooh,
But
child,
I'm also like, let me put the elastic through to see like how it's looking up under.
right.
Um,
There you go. Do, 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 do.
so it's kind of obvious, but I feel like the elastic is wide enough to make it work because it's a super, like it's a one and a, let's see, 1.25 inch.
Mm-hmm.
And my waistband is going to have like a finished measurement. Let me see. Just see. The finished measurement is probably going to be closer to 1.5 inch.
Okay.
And it's white, so I feel like it'll be fine. This is what it's looking like through the most sheer.
Okay. And that's with or without the interfacing?
This is without the interfacing. So
Okay.
I feel like
Okay.
with the interfacing, it'll
Should be
be,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking like with that like sometimes with the interfacing, like on mines, on parts of it, you can kind of tell the bumpiness of the interfacing a bit, like the glue side.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the thing I would say to check for.
Yeah.
But y'all, again, I am literally, we are sewing this with vibes, honey. And I don't know if it's vibing the way I want it to vibe yet. We're about to find out. There we go. We'll do that. Goes to here. I can take some of this
So
out.
Julian, now that we already know what we're working on right now, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
what's next?
Ciao. So this week has been crazy. So I have tomorrow I'm teaching a class. The class I was supposed to teach last week for
Right, but you had no
Self
voice.
Creative Lounge. So I'm teaching that tomorrow. So that is on pattern mastery. So like my pattern matching and all that good
Yeah,
stuff. I still have a little kid's short set to work on and get that
that's
done.
right.
Have I cut it out yet? No, but
Okay.
that's needed for the night. So I have a little time. Then I have I finished my shirt. You want to see my Bernina shirt?
Yes, I do. I'm still like kicking myself for not getting my stuff together to do this.
So I will just show it this way. Um, so here's the Bernina shirt.
I love how you did the accents.
I think it turned out really cute. So
Yeah.
got that done. I also had to do Brandon of Happily Dressed's new wrap trousers. I did that.
Those look so good.
So I mean, like we've been sewing this week.
You have been.
Sewing. So like this little shirt tonight was just this little extra.
I feel
If we
like
get it
you
done.
were like, oh, let me put this shirt together because I don't want Aaronica to feel bad about how she hasn't done shit for her Frocktails outfit.
It's not that because you've been putting together the damn event, so it's not like you ain't did shit.
You right.
You've been doing what's important.
Also, shout out to Oliso because look at my iron. Have you seen my newest iron?
Well, first of all, it's cute, super cute, super cute. I love it. I will say that. I do want to try their new minis. I do want to
This is
try them.
it. See, look, it's got my flashlight on it.
Love it.
I don't know what I'm looking at, but
right.
I'm gonna be able to see it whenever
right.
I find it.
When I'm looking for it, that's all that matters.
Okay. But also Oliso is a sponsor.
Right. Which is amazing.
Can I tell you guys that like working with Oliso, and I don't say this because I obviously am standing here using the iron, but sometimes working with brands is not like my favorite thing. And if you're like, what do you mean? Like, you may not have seen, like, I posted on Threads about how, like, a brand had reached out to me and they were like, yeah, we actually have all these deliverables and no, we don't want to pay you. Um, so
Right.
sometimes working with brands, especially as a content creator, can be very difficult, right? And there's also this war on influencers that we're seeing, which is not especially fun.
Right.
Which kind of sucks, right? Because when you think about it, right, and I've been in the influencer space, um, like as a full-time content creator since 2015,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, when you think about it, a lot of the purchases that you make are influenced by influencers,
Absolutely.
right? Hell, a lot
Absolutely.
of the purchases that I make are influenced by influencers.
Absolutely.
And
Mm-hmm.
it becomes discouraging to hear people like really um like talk shit about us. It's like, oh, influencers only want things for free, and it's like, no, because here's the thing. When influencers are successful, we can buy our own shit. Like, we don't need
Really
any.
can. Really can. But also, like, like understand that call it what you want, but I think people are just upset, like, because literally product placement has been around for ages. You just didn't call it influencing at the time,
Right.
but you have
We called
been
it
influenced.
advertising.
Correct. But and basically this is just modern age advertising where it does not feel like you are getting influenced at.
And here's the thing. So, and people don't know this, but like, I grew up in an advertising household. As in, my dad was vice president of marketing for the first Black advertising agency in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, literally, I grew up with this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if the work that I do as an influencer, right? I watch my dad do, like,
Right.
I watch my dad build out these storyboards, and yes, I'm
Mm-hmm.
filling up my iron with water from my cup.
Lord Jesus.
Judge someone else, okay? If it's good enough for me, it's good enough for my Oliso iron.
Look.
Um, but like, I watched him build out these storyboards, come up with these concepts that will reach the target audience. And of course, like, I am speaking in marketing speak because I am a business coach, but like, this is what you do as an influencer, right? Like, you have
Yeah.
to create content for your target audience, right?
Correct.
And you've got to figure
Absolutely.
out where your audience is. You have to do the work. Um, and then when it comes time to shoot content, like, if depending upon what you're shooting, like, you may have to hire a photographer, a videographer. Like, this costs money. Um, and it's not just in exchange of for products, right?
No. No, because people got you got to eat and you got to
Right.
get paid. And I think people then forget about, like, literally, like, I don't want to be influenced or something like that, but I'm like, literally, you still watch soap operas. Do you know the history? So at the time, I'm like, understand that. So, like, again, we understand this. My mother worked at Procter and Gamble starting in the early '70s, and she worked for the execs. So literally, she would tell me about she would get the scripts for the soap opera before it actually went to print and went to press. So literally, she knew what was gonna happen and would read it at work. You know what I'm saying? So, like, literally, like, we've been doing this, and, like, literally, you want people to look like you buy stuff from people that look like you. Like, everything that you make, understand that there is some type of trigger to help you make that decision.
Right.
When it comes to marketing, that's just what marketing is. Like, literally, everybody talk about, oh, I feel like I'm being listened to. You've been
You've
listened to for years.
been
If you really want to have fun with it, change what you say so that you can really trip them up,
right.
and then you will know how much they're listening to you.
Exactly.
So, I mean, like, y'all just need to, like, let's just be real about it. And honestly, like, a lot of the stuff I have, I bought. So yes, I do have some machines and some irons and stuff like that. The current iron I'm using is my Lower Star Lift. I bought that after using Lower Star for a while.
Because couldn't be me.
I mean, I bought that. This Burnett B77, I purchased. That's a me purchase. Now my B68, my Surger and stuff like that. I will buy them again if I just want them. Understand, but but you see, like, the same similar brands and stuff like that. I've gotten like, I like
Mm-hmm.
these. And that's why I can talk about them. And even the brands that are not outside of that, but I still continue to go back to the same ones that I have. And most of the time I'm buying it or I'm blind buying it and people don't know it's me who has bought it.
Right.
So I can give accurate
Yeah.
feedback.
Yeah, I think that's just bananas. Folks really just be wanting to be mad about whatever they can be mad
I
about.
mean, they do.
And I'm just like,
That's
why be mad
that's
when we
just the
can be
world
glad?
because that's too much like right. And I think like people don't understand that the same endorphins that you get from being a hater, you can get from being joy filled and loving. I'm just saying.
I would literally be talking to my kids like, out of all the seasonings up in this cabinet, why did we choose
Salt.
salty? Why did we choose salty today? You know?
Salt, it gives you high blood pressure.
It's just
Yes, you
not,
do need
you know,
a little bit in things, but you don't need that much.
you don't need that much. I'm just like, out of all of the feelings that we could be feeling right now, why?
Right. 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 It ain't necessary. Black people, we got too much high blood pressure as it is. We don't need no more. And we want people to live and live well. Let's see what we're doing.
Okay, so now we about to put this waistband in. Okay.
Come on. Come on with the waist. Y'all,
I'm
literally,
just, you know.
this is hilarious. I have not made this shirt like this, and I'm just.
But you know what? I actually feel like that's like my favorite thing about sewing, right? Is because at any point in time, we can make a decision for what we want it to look like. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. Right.
And that's genuinely like one of my favorite things. Like now that I'm teaching sewing, right? And one of the things that I ask people before I start teaching them is I'm like, tell me about your profession. Like, what do you do?
Right.
And they're like, why does it matter? One, it makes me a better teacher for you, but also it lets me know how your brain works, right? Because
Correct.
if I say to a fellow creative, like, this is just going to be good enough, or put your own spin on it, they're going to be like, cool, love that. But if
Right.
I say to like one of the scientists, and I always get the scientists in my classes, like I get the CDC, I get the doctors. This past
Right.
weekend I had pediatric surgeons.
Oh.
Yeah, very cool. Um, but like one of the things that I like to teach to is like at any point in time, you can freestyle it. And if you
Right.
quote unquote mess up, it's just your next design opportunity, right? Like you have the opportunity to yell out Uno reverse at any point in time during your creative process, you know?
Absolutely.
Um, and even the dress that I did, so most people don't know this, but the dress that I did for my Bye Bye Booby photo shoot was
Mm-hmm.
actually my summer pattern.
Right.
And I just hacked it to be whatever I needed in that moment, you know?
Right. Absolutely. And what's interesting is, and I think we have forgotten how to be creative. Like I think sadly, our school systems and everything like that, like we are expecting everything to like we are forgetting a piece of how we operate as
Yeah.
people. And what's interesting is that this weekend I was asked about like my purpose a little bit, and I
Ooh.
realized that as I identify as Julian Creates is to help people create the world that they want to see by helping them reignite their creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So not just like it could be through sewing, it could be through other things, but also it's through conversation, it's through critical
Yes.
thinking, it's through diversity, equity, and inclusion work, it's through all the
Through
things.
all the
Um,
things, yes.
and creating, but I use the medium of like arts and crafting to help people understand and remember that they can create, and
Right.
help and like really think about that thing. So,
I love that. I really do. I love that so much.
and it's just been interesting how like as people like I've talking to friends and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'm sewing tonight. I'm sewing, and they're like, you really be on a mission here, and I'm like, do I? I just thinking like but I guess for me, it's like literally, it's part of my life force. Like I found my thing. So,
Part of my life force is so real. Um, it really is so real because I haven't sewn. I didn't get a chance to sew last week. I haven't really sewn this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And actually, Amberly from Atlanta Sewing Center, she came by yesterday
Uh-huh.
to drop off their stuff that there is part of their giveaway, right?
And she come. I hope. Hopefully, she'll be
She will
there. Or
be there.
all right,
She was in a car accident.
right. I saw that.
Very scary. She's okay-ish,
Yes, I saw that.
healthy enough. But I was telling her, I was like, I know that I need to drop my machines off to you, and I swear I am. But
Right.
also, I have separation anxiety from my machines. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm just like the idea of walking into my office and, not seeing them. I'm just like,
Right. 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 And
so.
I feel it. Like, hence, I think that's part of the reason I be having so many damn machines as it
But
is.
what's funny is that I was literally to myself, I was like, you know what? If I had more machines like Julian, I would be like, here, take these. These are fine because you know what I have? I have these over here. It'll be okay.
True. Very, very true.
But
I
because
mean,
I don't
it does help.
have that, I'm like, take my machines. And then she's
Right.
like, we're at like a 3 to 4 week turnaround. I'm like, 3 to 4 weeks without my babies. I don't even know if they
Look,
need to be repaired that bad. Like, I don't know if they need any kind of maintenance.
as long as you give them a drink of oil, you can make it
I'm
work.
over here like, I mean, we be oiling them regularly. They always get a little,
Look,
not even a little. They be getting a whole lot of, clean out, a little chimney sweep. You feel me?
right. A little sip they do.
Just a little,
Right. A
I
little something. A little
really
shake
be
to
over
bang.
here like taking my babies for 3 to 4 weeks. Whoosh.
Look.
I'm like, you keep these kids for that long, but my machines.
Especially like my surgery, I was waiting to get the B68 so I can sit in my LA60 because I'm like, oh wait a minute, no, 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 no,
Listen.
no, no, no. You asking a lot now.
Yes,
Keep it cute.
please. But
So
yes,
yeah,
Amberly will be there. She's super geeked to meet you, Julian.
super excited. Okay. So
Amberly be the one in my text messages like, excuse me, hi, hello. I noticed that you guys didn't publish a podcast this week. Don't know if you know that we are expecting this, but we are.
right. Not like yeah, like yeah, we expect this like bills.
Right.
Come like bills. Come like bills.
She'd be like, is everything okay? Not even is everything okay. She didn't even care about that. She'd be like,
Where is it?
where is it? Not even a hope you're well.
Right. Where is it? I love it. But we love that y'all love us
That
and we appreciate
part.
it. Cause we was just doing it to do it. And we didn't know what was gonna get with it.
And here we are.
So, and like, and there was no time limit or nothing. We gonna see what we do. And even in our breaks, we've been consistent.
Facts.
And if y'all know us, sometimes consistency
Listen.
ain't always for me.
Listen, let's just say God be working on us. You know what I'm saying?
Daily. Y'all hear me? Daily.
Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to share with you, Julian, especially since we are here, right, is I got these scissors. Now, I forget the name of the brand, but they are currently they're working on their trademark and stuff like that. But listen, these are scissors that you use with your cover stitch. You see how they have these grooves right here? These are actually scissors. I mean, these are actually like sharp. So you pull out your thread, and then you're able to just go do a quick thing.
Send me the link, please.
I sure will.
Thank you.
So I had the opportunity to meet with the creator. One, she's incredibly, she's super smart, very wise. Loved being the opportunity to, meet with her and chat.
Right.
But I just loved that she was like, oh, you know what would be really great is if, if we had a scissor that worked better.
Right.
And would really actually help us with these projects.
Look.
And she
That
developed it.
is
She's been
amazing.
making them in her garage, and now she's looking to scale to being larger.
That is super cool. That
Very,
is
very
super
cool.
cool.
Super exciting. I love this for her.
Like, as a podcast, how can we help her? What you
Yeah.
need?
Um, but like she's like very, very smart, but she's also helping brands like ready to wear brands, rather, not even only ready to wear brands, but she's trying to work on how to, in essence, make some things a little bit more size inclusive, fit better.
Okay, yeah,
So we had a
absolutely.
conversation about like some adjustments and things like that
Mm,
that are for plus sizes. And here's the tricky thing that I really would like to share with people is that most of the time the adjustments that we make for plus size are the same adjustments that you have to make, right? It's not just plus size bodies that have larger busts or anything like
yeah,
that, right?
no,
Um, it's not just plus size bodies that need sway back adjustments or anything like that,
no,
right? A lot
right.
of times, the skinny piece, y'all need it too.
I
Because
think
just because you're
honestly,
skinny doesn't mean that you're not curvy.
as my body has changed, I feel like there's certain adjustments I need more now than I did before.
Yeah.
But then also too, I'm realizing that like it's interesting seeing a block that is made like just a block at the size that it was drafted
Mm.
for. Because when you are grading a block, it changes a lot of things. And what I'm realizing is that, see you later, Siobhan. We'll see you in Atlanta. She'll be there.
Yep, Siobhan will be here.
What I'm realizing is that there are so many like other like when it drastically changes all sizes, especially like the leg openings. Like my legs ain't get bigger. Like yes, my ankles. I'm sorry, but my ankle ain't plus size.
That
Ooh,
part.
so like
Um,
I don't need you to plus size. Like literally, I would even on my own patterns having to take in the legs upwards of 8 inches
yeah.
to give the slim leg I want because I said a slim leg and then it ain't slim. So
Listen, I know.
but then now making it at my size now, and I'm like, I was ready to start cutting down, but then I tried it as is. I'm like, oh, this is a lot different, you know. So
Yeah.
it's just that part I think I find so fascinating, and it just gives you a different perspective coming from um both sides of it.
Yeah. I actually had this conversation with Lindsay,
Uh-uh.
for those who are like Lindsay from the Stitch Fits,
Right.
and I were talking about this because when it came time to want her making sure that her plus sizes were graded out in a way that she liked,
Right.
she was like, one of the things that I really wanted was to not lose the integrity of my pattern
Right.
as you grade it. Like, so if for the size 4, we had side boob, for the size 24, I want side boob too. Like, just
Right.
because it's larger doesn't mean that more coverage is necessary. Like, if the size
Right.
is to show side boob, we give a side boob, no matter what the size is.
Right. And I want to show all the boob if I want to show all the
If
boob.
we're showing boob, why are we like, let's not play these whole games,
Exactly. Exactly. Like if I want to be an equal opportunity hoe at all sizes.
Right. Like, if I'm hoeing while I'm small or if I'm hoeing while I'm big,
Right.
like, let me thought out in these streets with an equal opportunity.
Right. Because size don't mean that all things die. And good pom pom needs shelter.
That's what I'm saying, okay?
When it's out in the sun too long, it get tough.
It gets tough, okay?
Needs shelter. So, you know,
Good things need protection. You feel me?
I'm just saying. but yeah, so like it's so interesting, like seeing that, and even from like as I was talking to a friend of mine who is like his sizing has changed. Like he said like when I find a pair of pants that I can easily get tailored, and this is like ready to wear, like because especially right now, especially for men, is that like slimmer leg for a lot of things, especially like black men.
Mm-hmm.
For a while there, we were about the baggy but right now tailored is more of a look.
Right.
So like slimmer leg, and to like figuring out what my slimmer leg is now, because what I'm realizing is that literally, technically, my waist, I can do a 32, which is the craziest thing to me. My thighs, my
You
thighs,
know what big thighs, sir.
my thighs is be trying to say other things. So in trying to find my own balance and such, it's just all it's been a fun time. Hence why I had to remake my pants for Frocktails, because them thighs, them
Just
thighs,
out here performing miracles, okay?
them thighs was about to be some walnut crushers. You hear me?
Okay, so this is what our back waistband is looking like with the elastic in it.
Let me see. Oh,
Can't
yes.
see it.
No,
Okay.
you're good. And I love that you chose that, because you're going to be nice and you're going to be comfortable and it's going to look really beautiful.
Yeah.
So you'll
Listen,
be ready for the
Rochelle, what
run
they
around.
say about them thighs, we out here. They talk about performing miracles, right? They be talking about saving lives, and I'm like, listen, the way that mine are set
Look,
up, okay,
look,
miracles are always in play. You
look.
feel me?
We are the fish in the loaves, honey. Feeding the 5,000.
Feeding.
Y'all will never hunger again. Fucking with me.
This is what I'm saying.
We just
You don't
saying.
even have to try Jesus. We got you covered.
Look, you are at Gethsemane with me. How about
Pantalones
that?
are done. This is what I'm saying, Rashad, because listen, not only do the hips not quit, but the ass be, you know what they say about
Look,
girls with big booties.
look.
So, Aurora is shaped like her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's been increasingly uncomfortable. And I feel like we talked about this on a different episode
We did.
about her body.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that she found comfort in me telling her that people with big booties are more trustworthy. She was like, like what? Which of course led to my question of, I don't understand why you always be lying though.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't.
So
You can't. You
I was like,
can't.
apparently your booty still got some time to grow because girl,
Wait a minute.
the lies, the
Wait a minute.
lies.
Wait a minute. You gotta keep it cute. Keep it cute.
Listen,
You gotta ease her into the learning, into the truth.
whew, listen.
You ain't ease her. You ain't ease her into that. You're supposed to ease
Apparently
her into
not
that.
because she be coming in. In fact, so actually, when Amberly was over here yesterday, she came
Uh-huh.
downstairs smelling like my perfume. Okay, now
Oh,
obviously I know what my stuff smells like, right?
of course.
And so one of the things that I've had to tell my children is that if I ask you a question, I already know the answer. I'm just seeing
That
whether you feel like you're going to lie to me or like what levels of truth we're offering, right?
right.
Because then that's going to also determine what my reaction is.
Of course.
So I said to her, I said, hey, is that my perfume you have on? And because her butt is still in the process of growing, her
Mm-hmm.
initial response was no. But then I had to hit her with a looky look. I had to
Of course.
hit her with the
You want to try that again?
we're take two. And she was like, yes, I sprayed yours. Okay. All right, sis. Okay. Okay. We in a better spot. But like let's have the truth be let's just have the truth be our default. She is
The no.
9 going on 10. And of course we know that lying is actually developmental. So
Right.
I'm not over here trying to shame her fully.
And I mean, let's be real. There's some men who never fully develop
Oh,
out of.
damn. Not there's some man who never Julian. Okay.
I'm not saying one. And I'm not saying any of them are here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
He said, I'm so tired of y'all not being able
I'm
to
sick
be honest.
and tired of your broken promises, promises.
Oh, come on, not with the list.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Not
I'm
with
just saying. I'm
the
just saying.
list.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
So I think I am gonna go with this. Um, let's see.
With the bustier?
Not the bustier. I think I'm just gonna go with this. It's a it's a crop top, right?
Okay.
And it's gonna be so cute. We're just gonna say a prayer that these titties that we worked so hard for stay in it. So
Look,
listen,
look, look.
let me tell you something. Rochelle can hang with me because she knew straight up, not
I
3LW.
mean, broken promises.
Mm.
Broken promises,
I'm done
promises.
with you, Julian. I am finished with you.
Promises.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I mean, literally, and most of the time, you ain't even got a lot of kicking.
Let me remeasure my bust. See where we are. Um,
There you go. So here's the rub of where I'm stuck at is that because I'm using this crochet lace, of course it don't hold a notch, and I can't fully but it also has stretch enough that I can just stretch it the way I want it to
mm-hmm.
stretch. So I'm up here trying to figure out did I what I cut, where I cut it at. Is this is it the right side? Is it not? I can't tell a damn thing with this. Okay.
Okay. Got a good bust measurement.
But that's a front notch. Is that a front notch? We're gonna count that as a front notch, and this should be a back notch. So this is the wrong sleeve, and that's why.
So excited. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. So this is that was a front notch. So this is a front notch, and then let's see here. This is the back.
Man, them notches will get you caught up. So
I'm
one of the
literally.
I don't really love to mark my notches with so either I will so let me redo that. I will mark my notches obviously before somebody try to come to me and snatch my edges, okay? I do mark my notches. But I
Uh-huh.
like to use um the pens, and I like to use the pens because of I feel like a lot of times I'm like, was this a bad cut or was I actually, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. And I think the issue here is that literally it is because it is lace, and
Mm-hmm.
this is I fully talking to myself, and it's necessary. I do it all the time. Hmm. I mean, I don't really know too many adults who
That
don't,
part.
and if they don't, they need to. But literally, I'm up here trying to. There is a right side. Also, while this is also this lace, it also is a right side and a wrong side to this lace.
Okay.
So that's also adding to my angst. But also, we know how to be a G with a sleeve, so we might just throw this in. This might just be like, look, we gonna see what the end gonna be. But no, but I think that's my front sleeve. No, so yeah, okay.
I know that's right. He said I do it too, and I give myself the best answers. There's
Daily,
no conversation like the one that you have with yourself. My kids
daily.
always be like, aren't you lonely at home? Why? Why would I be lonely? First of all, I'm the
Mm-mm.
best conversationalist I know.
Right, right.
Lonely with whom? Certainly not I.
And my dog is here too. I ain't even alone.
And I'm
And that's
super funny. Like I be over here kikiing, literally laughing at myself.
look, look, with no issue.
None.
And people need to understand that.
None.
Like people need to get it. Like I'm a good date by
By
myself.
myself.
Can buy my own self dinner and everything.
I do feel like that I'm not gonna be able to see these lines on my projector, so I'm gonna have to make these lines bigger.
Okay. Y'all, and I'm up here putting pins in this shit like it's actually gonna do something.
I believe in it. It'll do something.
What? What is these little pins in this crochet lace gonna do? You tell me.
But
Right, quiet.
I don't do
I know.
I don't do pins. Your girl is like
I think just like that's how I started. So that's just how I'll be going. Me and the
I really
pins.
tried to start off that way. I did. I just
I mean, and
continue.
it ain't for everybody. Let's head back over here. If you right, that's how it gets done. Sugar Walls, yes, yes,
Sugar walls. That makes me laugh.
and I'm loving the name.
That's hilarious. You guys, I'm so excited about this little top. And I know like I haven't shared what it is.
But that's okay.
Cute.
I'm just excited that your outfit is half done already.
Okay.
Did you already hem the pants? Of course you hemmed the pants already, I'm sure.
Yeah, the pants are done. They're off to the side now.
See, fully done in 25 minutes, y'all. I just want to say that. We ain't even hear this machine all that much, but it's okay.
But of course, that's really because Bernina just be out here making these bomb quiet machines.
I mean, they do. They do. Absolutely. But also, she's up here about to work on her second piece. I'm still working on the top. Now, is it a crochet lace top? Yes, but still it's a top. A top that we know almost like the back of our hand.
So here's the really cool thing about this top is that you can wear it two ways.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think. I could be making that up too. But I think you can wear it two ways.
I mean, but you are also about to be the maker, so you can make it wear it as many ways as you want
This
to.
part. This part.
So,
Yeah. This part is super cute. This can be so cute.
I love that you're hyping yourself about the top. I love it. Come on. Come on. And is who's I'm redoing my top, just cut out my skirt. Come on. All right. And absolutely. Will there be a photographer there too?
There will be a photographer there. Oh, that reminds me. Thank you for reminding me to follow up on that.
So this is our first of our kind of live shows just due to the event this weekend. But if y'all like these, we can definitely do more of these. This
We
is fun.
can definitely do more of these.
And probably like we will. Can we we can download
Yeah,
these, right?
so I'm gonna download it, and of course, if you missed the podcast recording live, this will be up on our podcast, so wherever you listen to podcasts, because I do think that we are going to conclude, because again, it's about to be Aaronica's bedtime.
It is.
So you will be able to, of course, listen to this on wherever you listen to your podcast. So on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on Amazon, on all the places. And of course, if you are subscribed to my newsletter, then I always send it out weekly when they drop. So yeah, you can catch us in all of those places. And I'm of course obviously going to turn it on over to Julian to conclude us for the evening, because listen, there's no conclusion like the Julian conclusion. So
Lord. Y'all, we want to say thank y'all so much for joining us for this live recording of the Audacity podcast in preparation for Atlanta Frocktails this weekend. For everybody here in the audience with us, we thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you there. Definitely make sure you're paying attention to social media throughout the weekend. People are already super excited about the event coming up, and it really is just a great time to connect with people that you know from online in person. If you are still sewing, continue to sew your
Continue to
outfit
sew.
for this weekend. There's still time. Go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm super excited to see a lot of y'all. We are super excited to see a lot of y'all. We will be having our own cameras and everything ready to go there. So definitely come say hey. Say if you listen to the podcast, we would love to hear from you. But if nothing else, we want to make sure that you are staying creative, staying hydrated.
Stay
Amen.
hydrated.
Staying in your business. Hallelujah. But stay audacious, most importantly. So until next time, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. See y'all in Atlanta.